Hey guys, this is Comic Uno. Today I'm doing a review for Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 33, the last issue of this series actually, until Cataclysm, and we'll see what happens with the Ultimate Universe. But yeah, Ultimate Comics X-Men issue 33. But before I start talking about this issue, I want to give you guys a little update. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 20, which is on DarkAvengerINC, and which will be annotated, and as a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show, and here are the exclusive comics for that show. Teen Titans Annual Issue 2, Green Lantern Annual Issue 2, Smallville Season 11 Special Issue 3, and Scarlet Spider Issue 23. So if you want to go check out those reviews, also Powerpuff Girls Issue 2, and that's digitally. So if you want to go check out those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 20. But let's talk about Ultimate Comics X-Men Issue 33. Very cool cover here. I was pretty excited for this issue because it is the end of this big epic X-Men event that's been going on. I would say since issue 1. Really, it's been about Utopia and Tien and all that. So I would say since issue 1, this has really been leading up to this issue. So really cool art. Definitely, you would be really surprised to see great art like this. You would think art like this would be a big event, like a Marvel event or you know, a big epic story. But it's actually really good art for this series, and you can see that there. I really enjoyed this art. So same for the cover. Really enjoy the cover. But let's see what's going on with the story. So in this issue, again, this is just like epic art right here, so I really enjoyed the art here. But in this issue, we get to see, again, the big battle between Tien and Utopia. And Kitty actually fights in this issue. She holds her own and says, you know what, Jean, I have to defeat you, because mutants, yeah, sure, mutants have to be united, but not in your way, because Jean wants to be like a god. She wants to be bowed to like a queen, but Kitty's like, no, we should be united, we should have like a democracy, and we should just have mutants be okay. You know, it's been a long time since mutants could be okay, especially with, you know, the government and all these other events that's been going on with the mutants. Let's just have a place, a sanctuary like Utopia. And Kitty, again, does have that big fight with Jean, and in the end, Kitty take some action, really putting like a nuclear bomb pretty much to Tien. And we do get to see that epic page over here. Let me just show you. Look at this. It's like a nuclear bomb is hitting Tien. It's literally destroyed. If you're there, you'll die. And no one was actually there. It just destroyed Tien because Kitty had the plan of getting Pixie, get everyone out of Tien, and then Pixie actually got Jean out of Tien also, because Jean's like, okay, I'll go with you, and Jean's like, I know I can't be forgiven, but I'm glad I got a second chance, and she doesn't have her powers right now because they made a deal with her, so she doesn't use her powers, she'll be able to stay at Tien, and she has a second chance, which is really what Utopia is all about, is having second chances. And then Kitty actually goes to the government and says, alright, you can arrest me, I know I destroyed pretty much Tien, all of Tien, and pretty much, I mean, look at this picture. She pretty much destroyed Tien. It's like, alright, I know I did something wrong. And the government's like, nope, you know, Asia actually doesn't care about Tien. They're actually happy with you. Everyone's happy with you right now, so just go back to Utopia, deal with your people. And she does deal with her people, and that's the end of this issue. We get to see her dealing with Utopia and actually being kind of happy. Nothing's going wrong with the X-Men right now. And then we'll have Cataclysm, which everything probably will go wrong. But I thought this was a great issue. I really enjoyed this one, because this is really the epic conclusion we all have been waiting for if you've been reading this series, and that's actually why this issue was my pick of the week, actually. I thought it was a very strong issue, and again, if you've been reading this series, I always say you never could jump onto this series, because it's one of those stories, but yeah, there's a story arc, World War X, or another X-Men story arc. I don't remember what the story arc was called, but I think like All United was part of like Spider-Man and this. So yeah, there are different story arcs, but it's very hard to jump onto X-Men because this story's been started since issue 1. Since Utopia has been created, this story between Jean and Kitty was created, and you really couldn't jump on because there's all these different layers trying to be developed throughout the series, and it's something I really like about the series. And I always said this series just was always a solid issue, never impressed me more than that, but this issue really did impress me more than that, because I thought Kitty was very strong in this issue. It showed her character very well, and I actually named an issue that came out this week that was horrible for Kitty. But this really showed what Ultimate Kitty was all about, and her actually fighting was great, because we haven't seen her fight since before this series, because she's always been, alright, we're on the defense, we shouldn't be on the offense, but after protecting Utopia, it's like, you know, I have to protect Utopia, and we get to see her actually fight here. So it's interesting. It's really interesting to see Kitty as leader, and I just love the epic battle between Jean and Kitty. And art was amazing. I just really love this conclusion. I didn't see any flaws with it, so that is why it's my pick of the week, especially as a Kitty fan. I thought she was a very strong character here, and it's just an epic ending, so definitely pick this up. Again, if you haven't read the series, I would start with issue 1 with this, pick up trades. I don't recommend you picking up in the middle of a story arc or in the beginning of a story arc, because you wouldn't get this epic conclusion if you started with like issue 30. I feel like you would get the payoff with this if you read it through issue 1, and I feel like that's this type of series. So definitely pick this up and trade if you haven't been reading it, especially if you're a Kitty Pryde fan. I think you'll really like this one, and a Jean fan, because she redeems herself in the end here, also, which doesn't happen in another series that came out this week. But yeah, definitely pick this one up. This is my pick of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and guys, I give this 5 stars. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like my Facebook page, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.